What up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV coming at you with another one. That's right, another video. DJ Khaled is in the news once again, and I've been thinking about making a video on Mr. Khaled for a while now, but this just really made it an important thing to do for me because, I mean, come on Khaled, you won't even go down on your girl? I mean, you eat everything else in sight, but you won't eat her? So if you don't keep up with DJ Khaled, I can't blame you if you don't. He's been a personality that's been pretty well known over the past few years. He blew up on Snapchat because he's always talking about these keys to life and all this other bullshit that he's really just pulling out of his ass. He's always talking about his next #1 and popping champagne bottles and going on fancy cruises and then paying people to say, "Congratulations, Khaled, your next #1 is here," and all this other shit. The many videos that H3 Productions have done over the years about DJ Khaled have really got me thinking, what is it that the man actually does? Because to me, it looks like he's always just saying his name and standing there like a fucking moron. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, all talk, no walk. Well, that is literally DJ Khaled in a nutshell. He's talking about, oh, we out here, we getting another #1, another one, we making the hits. I'm getting healthy, I'm on my exercise bike, or I'm running on this treadmill. And the treadmill, seriously, I feel bad for it. It looks like it is straining in some of these shots that he films himself or has somebody film him like on the go and that sort of thing. Not to fat shame here whatsoever, but Khaled's been talking about the fact that he's eating healthier and on a diet and has salads at all of his concerts and everything like that, like backstage. I mean, the man has perhaps lost 2 pounds over the course of this 3-year diet. Something's not going right here. But what does DJ Khaled actually do? I mean, the man's a hit maker. He's got all the hits, another one, everything, just one after another. You always see him with his celebrity friends, everybody from Jay-Z and Beyonce to Justin Bieber. So the man must be putting in countless hours in the studio, right? I mean, he's a music producer for Christ's sake. So what the hell is he doing? Well, many would think that he's actually behind the board, laying down beats, coming up with things from scratch, and that's not actually the case whatsoever. In fact, DJ Khaled has said himself that he's got a team of people that do this very thing for him without really giving them the proper credit. Basically, you know, kind of stretching it and saying, well, I'm the guy that brings the talent together, you know? I supervise. That's basically like saying like, oh, you know, you guys are moving all these giant rocks around and doing all this hard landscaping work. Well, I'm just gonna supervise. I'm the one that brought you guys together. In recent months, there's been controversy because Jack White actually called out DJ Khaled, basically saying, hey, you just took the Santana song for Wild Thoughts, your new hit song here, and just put Rihanna and Bryson Tiller on it. You really didn't change up anything whatsoever. Maybe a little bit of extra programmed drums. You literally just took the song and put that stuttered riff all throughout, and it's so repetitive that you can't even really call it a new song. It's just somebody almost freestyling and singing over an already existing track. And I have to say that I 110% agree with Jack White here. DJ Khaled is 100% lazy, if not more than that. I guess if we're going to 110%, why wouldn't I go there for Khaled's laziness as well? Do you ever get the feeling that people don't actually want to work with DJ Khaled? I mean, I'm sure you've cringed at some of his music videos before, like the ones with Chris Brown. Dear Lord, those are hard to watch. But in recent times, I mean, he was talking about trying to get Rihanna on a track for like 8 years. That's kind of creepy if you're pursuing someone for that long and they're like, no, it's not gonna work. I mean, how many excuses does someone have to give before they just finally give way and they're like, fine, Khaled, I'll jump in the studio. I guess, you know, you're gonna get me a hit song, so that's fine. Not like I couldn't get one on my own, but fine, whatever. And if you think back to it, why does DJ Khaled have any hits to begin with? It started with I'm So Hood back in the day, and now if you look to some of his recent hits like I'm the One featuring Justin Bieber, Quavo, Chance the Rapper, and now of course Wild Thoughts with Bryson Tiller and Rihanna, do you really think that anybody is coming to his albums or his singles for DJ Khaled? Do you really think that we care about a man screaming his own name on the track like every single time? It's like that annoying friend that just pops up out of nowhere. He wasn't invited, but here he is. He didn't do anything for this party. He didn't bring any of the drinks or anything at all, really, but he shows up and takes credit for it. Looking through the track listing for his most recent album, Grateful, which features his son Assad, which he is seemingly kind of creepily obsessed with, like putting it out into the spotlight at such a young age, his track listing is featuring somebody on every single track. Even the intro track, Khaled couldn't even handle that one for himself. He's literally even got a feature there. And that's the case for every single album that he's putting out. I'm just looking at it right here in front of my very eyes, and I can't believe that there are 23 tracks and not a single one that he could handle himself. Even the final track, he featured his baby son on it. He was too lazy to even try to do something himself. He got his son to do a feature, and his son's like 2. You can hate on my opinion all you want, say that Khaled's successful, oh, he's got so many hits, but you cannot deny that Khaled doesn't do these things. He's not the one that is responsible for making these hits. It's not even a situation where you could say like a DJ, like the unfortunately recently passed Avicii, or Zed, or even Alice in Wonderland. They're having featured guests on, but the reason that people often come to them is because they like their production style. But DJ Khaled isn't making these beats. He's not even like a Mike Will Made It or something. He doesn't bring the fire himself. He just kind of stokes the fire. He's just like, hey Bieber, come to my house, please. Come on, man. Come on, I'll let you play with my son. I wasn't even planning on putting this part in the video when I finally decided to actually make the video, but then some breaking news came across that DJ Khaled, he went on The Breakfast Club and he said this.
I believe a woman should praise the man.
All of that to say you don't go down. Come on.
You don't eat the box?
Come on,
I can't do
Khaled.
that.
Oh,
you don't eat no
God.
food,
Nah.
Now, if she told you she don't do that, is that okay?
It's not okay because you know what I'm saying.
I'm confused. So
Because you gotta understand, I'm the Don, I'm the king. You know what I'm saying?
she's the
Everybody's
queen.
the king of the house, huh?
she's the queen.
Of course.
Huh. He's the king, he's the man, and there's some things that men just don't do. I mean, I'm by no means like one of these people that's just trying to get upset over anything. I think you guys know that, and if you've watched my channel before, you'll understand that I am not of that mentality. But this just seems like a very odd statement to put out into the world, in 2018 especially. You're saying, well, I expect my wife to go down on me, but I'm not going to eat her out. I'm not going to do anything. I'm sorry for being sexually explicit here. I know I have underage viewers, but that's literally what Khaled said, and he's putting that out into the world. And his poor wife, I mean, I really hope that she got a great prenup or something. Maybe she's going to take a lot of money in the divorce because we know that divorce is coming, or perhaps they've got some sort of like open marriage clause that allows her to actually be satisfied in the relationship instead of just having Khaled flop around on top of her for hours, I'm sure, over and over again.
Another one.
I can't even imagine the scarring and the nightmares. I don't think that she's there for his charming personality. DJ Khaled is just a creature of habit. He does the same things over and over again. He often features the same people. He reaches out to people and they know that they might get some success or exposure from it, so they agree to it. But it all is a vicious cycle because Khaled's not actually doing anything. And the ideas that he does promote, they're a little bit unself-aware and just so narcissistic and terrible down to the bone, because if you think about it, DJ Khaled, he's not the talent here whatsoever. What do you guys think about DJ Khaled? Are you fine with him because of the memes that all go along with him? Do you think he's funny or just so over the top and hard to take serious that it's hilarious? I feel like that to an extent, but I also feel like he's just kind of an annoying problem, like a fly that's been buzzing around your house for so long and you just can't swat it. It won't go away. It's still there. It's not always irritating you. It's like not always like right in your vision, but it gets irritating after a while because you know it's there. That's my take on DJ Khaled, guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like on it if you did, and consider supporting me on Patreon at that top link in the description down below. Another one. Let me know any other videos that you would like to see me make on this channel. If you want to see another like rant-style video, then tap right over here, or another recent one right over here. If you would like to find me on social media, I am most active on Twitter. All those links that you see there are in the description down below. Other than that, I will see you very soon for more right here on Beyond ARTV.